KCP 90.9 San Angelo, broadcasting worldwide at KGNZ.com.
West Texas comes alive under Friday night lights. Adrenaline, gusto, valor, heart-stopping moments when young athletes lay their final shred of strength and stamina on the line. Triumph and conquest, harrowing defeats, and we get back up and we do it all over again. White-knuckle, heart-pumping plays where destinies can change in an instant. This is real life. This is West Texas high school football. This is the Friday Night Football Show. Your host, Dustin Tatro.
Good evening and welcome to week number 8 of the 2018 season of the Friday Night Football Show. We are live from the KGNZ studios, South 6 and Butternut in downtown Abilene. Our featured games with our live sideline reporters all across the big country tonight. Melvin Settlemyre up in Snyder as the Tigers take on the Greenwood Rangers. It is Cooper's homecoming at Shotwell Stadium with senior field reporter William Mccorkle, Cody Warden in Roscoe for the Albany Lions, and Early Longhorns taking on the Clyde Bulldogs. Justin Stone out in Clyde tonight. But first, it's still the Rock Show, and this is the theme of the Friday Night Football Show from Pillar. It's for the love of the game. I'm Dustin Tatro in studio with Kevin Pyland and Sean Hardesty on this cool West Texas football Friday night. Good evening, y'all.
It's what they say that gets you down. You find new motivation inside this new love that you found. It's now your navigation to keep your head in the game till the end. Your final destination. It keeps you focused on the win. Count me in, but don't count me out. You can't shut me up, you can't shut me down.
From 6-man to 6A, San Angelo to Graham, Lubbock to Brownwood, this is the Friday Night Football Show.
Demons creeping my head every night. They come to shred all my dreams and I bled on my bed. Why is this my life?
That is brand new music.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Football Show. Here's Dustin and Vincent.
I've really got to do something about that one. I'm Dustin Tatro. You are listening to the Friday Night Football Show, though, and we are going to start off this break by heading straight out to Shotwell Stadium and checking in with William Mccorkle. It is homecoming for the Cooper Cougars. Hey, William.
Hey, Dustin, we've got a good one going on out here tonight at Shotwell on a cool, damp Friday night, but no rain falling. That's good compared to last week, but it's been exciting. The action's been really good, kept the fans warm. Sort of a sparse crowd tonight, even on homecoming. But bring you up to speed on the action. The third quarter began with Caprock taking the ball all the way down to the Cooper 3-yard line where they turned it over. And Cooper now has the ball and has just punted back to Caprock. Caprock's going to take over on the Cooper 28-yard line. It's been defense tonight for the Cooper Cougars. Quick recap of the first half. Cooper defense got out early when Brady Miller intercepted a tip pass, and with 9:43 to go in the first quarter, Cooper took over on the Caprock 44, a run of 31 by Dalen Campos, and a Noah Garcia 13-yard scamper down to the 4 put Cooper in good position. And on the next play, Garcia took it in and gave Cooper a 7-0 lead with 6:51 left in the first. And that's how we ended the first quarter, with Cooper ahead 7-0 over Caprock Longhorns. Cooper scored again with 10:18 remaining in the second quarter on the Dalen Campos 19-yard run, and that gave a Cooper a 14-0 lead. Defense for the Cougs dominated the first half with 3 sacks, one by Douglas Sims and 2 for Jaden Harms, and the last one to end the half. And that's where we stood at the end of the first half. Cooper 14 and Caprock nothing. And like I say, Caprock drove down to the Cooper 3 on the first possession of the third quarter, but turned the ball over. And now with 5:40 remaining in the third period, they are threatening again. But the Cooper defense is pretty stout tonight, and they've made the plays when they needed to. And so with 5:40 in the third quarter, Caprock has the ball on the Cooper about 7-yard lines and threatening to go in again. And just want to mention, it is homecoming here at Shotwell tonight for the Cooper Cougars, and Pierce Biorley was crowned homecoming queen at halftime. So that's where we stand with Caprock first and gold from the Cooper 8, threatening here in the third quarter with 5:33 and counting remaining in the third period.
All right, William, thanks for that live report from Shotwell Stadium for homecoming, your Cooper Cougars as they take on Amarillo Caprock Longhorns. We are going to try to head out to Snyder and check in with Melvin Settlemyre. Snyder is hosting the Greenwood Rangers tonight. Hey, Melvin. Let's try that again. Hey, Melvin.
Down 49-7 at the moment. Andrew James just got a score for Greenwood. Is 49-7. The bunch of touchdowns in this game. Brody Ray's got 2 catches for touchdowns. Bailey Castile got a pick 6 in the second quarter. But Nathan Kendrick, number 14 for the Snyder Tigers, got a kickoff return for a touchdown. And he also caught a 50-yard reception. We did not get a touchdown on that. They tried a field goal and missed it. But we said 49-7. Snyder Tigers having a very hard time tonight with these Greenwood Rangers.
And I know that we're having some trouble with your audio tonight, Melvin. I know that will be better next week. Melvin Settlemyre covering for us out in Snyder tonight. Greenwood Rangers against Snyder. Again, in the third quarter of play, that's 42-7 for Greenwood. And we're going to start off with at least the beginning of our score updates tonight. As I try to get Cody Warden on, who is standing by with a post-game interview in Clyde. And Sean, I think I'll let you lead off with our 6th man.
All right, for our 6th man, we got the Aspermont Hornets in the Row 10 Yellowhammers, 52-6. That's their final score. The Falcons and the Longhorns are forfeit. Moran Bulldogs versus Gustine Tigers, they're 40-24 in the third quarter. Klondike Cougars and the Lorraine Bulldogs are forfeit. Blanket Tigers and the Rising Star Wildcats 1-0 in the final quarter. Cardinals are a bye week. Mountaineers are a bye week. Tigers and Gorillas are a bye week, as well as the Hornets and the Cowboys are on a bye week. Now to your 2A.
And, in fact, we're not going to go to 2A. We're going to, let me get this going here. We're going to head over to Clyde and check in with Cody. I think Cody's in Clyde. No, Cody's in Roscoe. Albany at Roscoe. This is a post-game interview, folks. Hey, Cody.
thought I was out in Clyde tonight.
Oh, really?
Yep. I have head coach Freeman here with me, Dustin. What do you think about tonight? What do you think y'all could have done better?
I mean, obviously tonight, you're disappointed, but people come in and they see Albany 1-5. That is not a 1-5 football team. They're a fantastic team, and they won a lot of games over the last 30 years for a reason, and they showed it tonight. Obviously we made some mistakes, but the outcome wasn't going to be different. They're a fantastic football team who's about to make a good run in district title. And so obviously we wish we would have performed a little better, but it is what it is, and we just got to get ready to move on.
What do you think y'all could have done better tonight towards for this next week's game against Haskell Indians?
I mean, we've got to limit any turnovers we have, but we've also got to execute better offensively, sustain drives. We had a lot of 3-and-outs tonight that you can't put your defense on the field that long. And defensively, we didn't tackle well at all. And that's one thing going in this late in the season you got to be doing. And so we're gonna go back to work, and we're just gonna continue to get better. I mean, our kids know our season's not over, and we have every intention of extending our season past these 10 games, and that's still our destiny is right in front of us, and we can control it. So it's not the end of anything, and I'll tell them kids, let's turn the page and go to work for the Indians.
And who do you have for your 2-star players for tonight?
I've got my quarterback, Jaden Gonzalez. He's only in his second game back from injury, and he made some strides tonight. He did still make some mistakes, but he's a little rusty, but he came on a lot better from last year. And then I have a Junior Martinez, who's one of my wide receivers, scored on a long touchdown pass and plays cornerback, and he's a fantastic player. He makes a good plays defense.
Have you got both of them where we can get some interview with them?
Yes, I do. Junior.
And Junior is your?
He is a wide receiver, corner.
We have Junior Martinez, number 4, wide receiver. What do you think that y'all have done better tonight that y'all think y'all can work on?
Our defense has been struggling a lot. I feel like lots of football more, and we need to get our offense going. Once we get that going, we'll be successful.
What do you think about the game this next week against Haskell?
We got to be very prepared for Haskell. I mean, anything's possible. We for sure got to win this game. So at least to determine we at least got a chance. So this one's a very important game for all of us.
I mean, y'all did pretty good tonight. I mean, y'all put y'all's effort and heart in it. I mean, that was a pretty big score tonight.
Yes, it was. There's just little things that we all need to work on, especially me. We all need to work on some things, but that's what practice for. We're gonna learn Monday, and we're gonna get going.
Learn from your mistakes.
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks, Junior Martinez.
Thank you.
Who do I? Position. I have Jaden Gonzalez, number 5, the quarterback. What do you think that you could have worked on better tonight to get the score a little bit higher?
Just getting the ball to our playmakers. There's a lot of little errors that we could have fixed. But at the end of the day, you just got to learn from it, keep your head up, and keep on trucking. The season's far from over. We just got to start connecting and
What do you think? What do you think you're going to do better this next week against Haskell Indians? I've heard they're a pretty good team, and it's going to be a good game. What do you think y'all can do?
Overall, we got to get stuff working, connecting, getting our players back. We have a few injuries right now, but without a doubt, once we start rolling, we can get rolling. We just got to make sure we're sharing positivity, and the leadership from the seniors just got to be vital for us to start connecting. But it's all very possible, and once it happens, it's going to go good.
I appreciate your interview. Good luck this next week against Haskell.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Dustin.
All right.
Back to you.
Thank you, Cody. Reporting from Roscoe tonight, the Albany Lions, a victory over the Roscoe Plowboys, 49-6. That score is final. We also are aware now, thanks to some friends up in the Hamlin area, Caleb White, EC Ice, Haskell Indians falling to the Hamlin Pied Pipers in Hamlin tonight. This is a final score on district play. Haskell 7. Hamlin 48, and I guess I'll go ahead with the rest of the 2A. In the third quarter of play, Winters 8, Stanford Bulldogs 19. Kevin, are you sure on that? That's an odd score. That is definitely weird.
Well, I've come across odd scores since I've been here, so it's something I have to get used to, so.
Yeah, well, that's definitely been a weird season. Here's another one. Bears 6, Cross Plains Buffaloes 25 in the third quarter. And down in Mertzen tonight, Christoval, I say that wrong. Christoval Cougars 35, Arion County Hornets 6 in third quarter. Sean, I think I'm going to let you take on our 3A column.
All right, definitely for your 3A column. Early Longhorns versus Clyde Bulldogs 27-0. That was in the third quarter. In Eastland, Mavericks versus Breckenridge Buckaroos 27-27. They were tied in the third quarter. Jim Ned Indians versus Wall Hawks 26-7. That's showing third quarter there. Anson Tigers versus Coleman Blue Cats 28-6, showing halftime. Bangs Dragons versus Merkle Badgers 18-7. That's in third quarter. For your Lobos, the Cisco Lobos versus San Angelo Eagles 49-0 third quarter. Ballinger Bearcats versus Grape Creek Eagles 28-0, showing halftime. Idaho Wildcats versus Colorado City Wolves 7-0 in third quarter. Comanche Indians and Millsap Bulldogs 28-0 final score there. Now on to your 4A.
All right, 4A, Sweetwater 29, Pecos 34. What is this? Odd score night? I bet if some people are doing the pick'em game or the squares, football squares for fundraisers, there's some people that thought they had really crummy squares that are going to win it tonight. Sweetwater 29, Pecos 34 in Pecos. I'm just trying to do multiple things here. As we heard a little while ago, Greenwood 49, Snyder 7 with not much left in the game. Up in Snyder tonight, Melvin Settlemyre reporting. Graham at 28, and they're playing the Bridgeport Sissies. 28-17 Graham in the fourth quarter of play. Sean, why don't you go ahead with our 5A and 6A?
All right, for your 5A, the Amarillo Caprock Longhorns 16 versus Cooper Cougars 14. That's showing fourth quarter. Wichita Falls Coyotes versus Wally Bulldogs 57-22, showing third quarter. Into your 6A, Abilene High Eagles is losing bad to the Haltom Buffaloes 28-0, showing third quarter there. Richland Rebels versus San Angelo Central Bobcats 28-6, showing third quarter there. That's a look at your 6A and your 5A.
All right, and we have Justin Stone on the phone with us now. He is in Clyde, Early Longhorns and Clyde Bulldogs. Joins us live by telephone now. Hey, Justin.
Hey, Dustin. Score is Clyde Bulldogs 34, Early Longhorns 6. It's been a rough, pretty game for the Longhorns. They have not been able to answer to the Clyde Bulldogs back-to-back touchdowns. And we got about 2 minutes and 41 seconds left in the third quarter.
All right, thank you, Justin. Live report from Clyde Stadium tonight. And on that note, we are going to go ahead and move into some music. It's The Persuaded on KGNZ at night. It's the harder side of life-changing music, and it's week number 8 of the Friday Night Football Show. We'll be back with more football in just a few minutes, right here on KGNZ.
Understand your ways, my Lord. Do you Standing here, I want you to be glorified and be lifted higher, higher, higher. Be glorified and be lifted higher, 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 higher. Be glorified. Be glorified and be lifted higher and higher, higher. Be glorified and be lifted higher and higher, 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 higher. Be glorified.
The Friday Night Football Show will be back after these words.
Friends, I want to tell you about our newest KGNZ partner, Stan and Ryan Clayton at Clayton's Monogramming, 218 West Picard in Stanford. They have shirts, caps, T-shirts, promotional items of all kinds, monogramming and screen printing with no setup fees for in-house work, and the rental office for Stanford Storage. Family owned and operated since 2002. No job too big, no job too small, with no minimums to order. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 or later. Clayton's Monogramming, 325-773-5780. Thank you for supporting KGNZ.
17,000 Texas foster kids are waiting for a safe place to call home. Are you willing to help? Visit WeNeedMoreFosterParents.com. Every child is one caring adult away from being a success story. Give children in Texoma and the Big Country a place to call home. Become a foster parent today. Visit WeNeedMoreFosterParents.com for more information.
Hey, football fans, leave the Hail Marys for the game and go for the sure thing when it comes to satisfying your craving. When you pick up Raising Cane's for game day, all you have to worry about is the score, because we've got the food covered with fresh, never ever frozen chicken fingers, cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Our chicken fingers are always hand battered and cooked to order, so no matter the score, you'll always win. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
We'll take a quick look at your weather forecast tonight in Lubbock. Partly cloudy skies with lows around 48 degrees. North winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour for San Angelo. We have about a 30% chance of showers until 1 o'clock in the morning. A cloudy night with light northwesterly winds and an overnight low of 55 degrees. Also 55 tonight for Abilene. Slight chance for light rain, and it's going to be mostly cloudy the rest of this calm night. For your Saturday, a beautiful partly cloudy day in store for Lubbock. Northeasterly breezes tomorrow with highs in the mid-60s. For the Concho Valley, another day with a little bit of rain in the forecast, at least around 30%. It is going to be cloudy for much of the day tomorrow for San Angelo. Highs of 67 degrees in the Concho Valley. For your Saturday across Big Country, rather overcast. Winds at 10 miles an hour out of the north-northeast with an afternoon high in the upper 60s. Your current temperature is 58 in San Angelo, 61 and cloudy in Snyder, 58 degrees in Graham, partly cloudy and 61 up on the Caprock, and 59 right now out at Shotwell Stadium. William Mccorkle standing by for another live look at Abilene Cooper's homecoming game with Amarillo Caprock.
Yes, sir, Dustin. We have had a back and forth third quarter here as we come to the end of the third quarter. Cooper's still in the lead, 14-6 over the Caprock Longhorns. Caprock was able to put a touchdown on the board earlier in the third quarter as they drove down to the Cooper 3, but the Cooper defense held and caused a fumble. Cooper wasn't able to move the ball out very far, and on the punt, Caprock took over, I think, on around the 40-yard line of Cooper and drove it in and finally scored on a short run of about 3 yards. And the extra point, though, was blocked by the Cooper Cougars, so that made the score 14-6, and that's where we are here at the end or the beginning of the fourth quarter. Cooper punted on the following possession after Caprock scored, and they went down near the goal line. One of the Caprock players scooped it up, headed back upfield, but the Cooper Cougars hit him hard, knocked the ball loose, and recovered the fumble on the 24-yard line. And then on the next play, Garcia run it in, looked for an apparent touchdown, but they were offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, and then Cooper received a dead ball foul penalty after that, moved the ball back all the way back to the 40-yard line. Cooper was then turned it over on downs when they faced a 4th and 11 from the 25, but Caprock was unable to move it, and now Caprock has the ball to open the fourth quarter here on the south end of the field here at Shotwell, and they have third down and about 1.5 miles to go. And they're trying to end around, and it's a pass. It's a deep down the field. Looks like, it's short, just a little bit short. He had an open receiver there. Good, would have been good for the first down, but the pass fell just short. And so now they'll face 4th and 26 from the Caprock 15. And Cooper's going to apparently get the ball back here early in the fourth quarter, 11:52. As we count it down here, Cooper leading 14-6 over the Caprock Longhorns here at Shotwell Stadium, and Cooper homecoming tonight here in Abilene.
And somebody up in that press box, either TV station or the newspaper, is uploading video. I can tell because we're just on that verge of starting to get a little digital breakup. We have very good remote equipment here at KGNZ, and maybe that'll quit and they'll turn that internet connection loose by the time we check back in with you for your college preview here on Week 8. William, thanks for that live report. While we're here, we're going to go over to the phones. Melvin Settlemyre calling in. And I think the audio is going to be a bit better to check back in at Snyder. That score's final, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Their final was 49-7, but I got Nathan Kendrick here, number 14. He had a couple of highlights tonight. Want to tell us about him, Nathan?
Well, it didn't turn out to make the game change at all, but I fought hard and get some big plays, helped our team out, but it didn't come out in our favor.
Kickoff return for a touchdown and a 50-yard reception. We tried a field goal after that and didn't quite make it, but it was pretty close.
Yes, sir. I was pretty happy with that. That was my first kickoff return. I was pretty psyched. Wish we could have capitalized off of it.
Very good. Man, these guys are just tough. They're a very good team that you face tonight, the Greenwood Rangers.
Yes, sir. We watched film. We did our studying. Obviously, they did a little bit more studying. They definitely were the better team tonight. These next 3 games in district, I hope we won't turn out this way. We'll fight hard.
It seems like your defense was swarming to the football every time, but they just kept churning and churning and churning like bulldozers. They just kept going. With 4 and 5 guys on them, they just kept getting a couple more yards, 6-8 yards every run.
Yes, sir. We're definitely ambushing them, but they're out hitting us and outrunning us, and they got the better end of us.
But you guys give it a very valiant effort. I applaud you for that. 49-7 is the final here, but Nathan Kendrick had a couple highlights, and Mike Graham up in the press box with me tonight. Back to you, Dustin.
All right, Melvin, thanks for reporting. And I know one thing I forgot to mention earlier is that our travel sponsor for the Friday Night Football show this season, Richardson Dairy Queen Group, has decided they want to feed our sideline reporters. And so as anybody that's been around West Texas for a while knows, Dairy Queen does this thing where they stay open late after the game. So our field reporters heading to those Richardson Dairy Queen restaurants across the area meet up with our people. Cody Warden heading into Sweetwater, and Melvin, I know you're headed to the Richardson Dairy Queen that's up in Snyder. We'll be checking in with you guys once you are there. By the way, we've got a contest now. We've got 2 pairs of Red Roof Inn night stays to give away tonight. We'll take caller number 3 for this one. It is 800-588-8801. Again, that is 800-588-8801. You can win a little mini vacation courtesy of Red Roof Inn, wanting to bless our KGNZ listeners during the month of October and on the Friday Night Football show. Again, the number is 1-800-588-8801. Here's a little music from Adelaide, Strong and Brave.
changing. So we rise up, everybody rise up. Don't look around, just look up and stand your ground. We come together, you and me together. Can you feel it, feel it? Can you hear it, hear it? One people, one voice. We are here united and we won't be silent. We raise our banner and we won't deny it. We'll face the day, strong and brave. Can you feel it, feel it? Every boy and girl, listen up, you'll change the world. Come and rise up, everybody rise up. Brothers and sisters now, everybody gather around. We come together, you and me together. Can you feel it, feel it? Can you hear it, hear it? One people, one voice, make some noise. We are here united and we won't be silent. We raise our banner and we won't deny it. We'll face the day, strong and brave. Can you feel it, feel it? Has saved the day, hope has made a way, love conquered the grave. His name is Jesus. Truth has saved the day, hope has made a way, love conquered the grave. His name is Jesus. We are here united and we won't be silent. We raise our banner and we won't deny it. We'll face the day, strong and brave. Can you feel it, feel it? Oh, can you feel it, feel it? Can you feel it, feel it?
Airtight, yo, airtight. That argument is airtight, airtight, airtight. Yeah, Trinity College, what up, baby? Yeah. Hey, the gospel's going out tonight. Let me get that dust. Living that whole thing, I gotta get that first. Picking up the microphone and giving you that lyrical, biblical rhetoric in that verse. And I ain't letting up, coming strong, ain't playing, bruh. Super serious about the glory of the Lord. We living in something ready to give it to you like. What you think we in Bible college for? Studying for hours for. Bending up all kind of dough. Ain't just tryna be no scholars, no. What I know, my God, and hit these streets. Break it down and strengthen. We get by, ain't laboring with layman. What good is theology? It's on your university. Professors making atheists. Everybody nodding heads, my dirt is barely taking it. Professor call me out, talking about how you deny the truth. Shoot, now I gotta rob his Zachariah, yo. They say it's wrong to say someone's wrong, but that statement got contradictions all on its own. They arguments, we turn them down. This ain't judgment, I am not a judge, I communicate what the judge meant. Tear it down, ay, we gon' break it down. Bring them out, ay, we can do this now, do it now. That exalts itself against the God of knowledge, yeah. Demolish it, I gotta tear it down. Tear it down, ay, we gon' break it down. Bring them out, ay, we can do this now, do it now. That exalts itself against the God of knowledge, yeah. Demolish it, I gotta tear it down. It feel like daily, you got haters is coming up to you. Trying to debunk your view, punk you with scientific proof. See, I've been backed in the corners trying to figure out what to do. I know who I believe in, homie, I ain't scared of none of you. See, they ain't take religion from out of the public school. No, they just took Christ and replaced them with Darwin and some other dude. Now we all exist cause lightning when they struck a pool. Now be God was the cause, be like the Huxtable. Airtight, airtight, airtight. We don't fight with flesh and blood, but with the words of Christ. They say y'all weapons foolish, but it ain't no shame in me tearing down lies with the truth, even if it brings pain to me. Gracefully we make with it, humble's how we keepin' it. That hope we got is strong and they won't dig up nothing to weaken it. To this we give our lives, live and strive. The glory of God is on the land. Tear it down. We gon' break it down, bring them out, ay. We can do this now, do it now. God that exalts itself against the God of knowledge, yeah. Demolish it, I gotta tear it down, ay. We gon' break it down, bring them out, ay. We can do this now, do it now. God that exalts itself against the God of knowledge, yeah. Demolish it, I gotta tear it down. 2 Corinthians 10:5. Yeah. The power of the gospel. Persuasive truth, baby. Captain of every thought. We preach Christ. Captain of every thought. We pray so hard, man. We men of faith. Idolatry and false arguments don't play the gospel is airtight.
With a look at West Texas college football, here's William Mccorkle with this week's college preview.
All right, tonight our college preview is sponsored by Richardson Dairy Queens. Of course, you heard Dustin mention earlier, Dairy Queen's very involved and very supportive of Friday Night Lights in West Texas, staying open late after the game to welcome football fans. I'll be headed out to the Dairy Queen when I finish here in Abilene, out on Highway 277, which, of course, if you know, that's South 14th and what Southwest Abilene, just west of the Winters Freeway there. So, but if you are in Hamlin, Rotan, Sweetwater, Snyder, Coahoma, Colorado City, Santa Ana, Cross Plains, Eastland, Ranger, Santo, Breckenridge, Albany, Baird, Graham, or Abilene, there is a Richardson Dairy Queen in your town too. So we want to thank them for their support of the Friday Night Football Show. All right, we begin this week's college preview with the McMurray University Warhawks. I want to mention, of course, last week all four of our universities had homecoming games, 2 of them winning and 2 of them losing. And the Warhawks, who have an open date this Saturday, McMurray will return to action next Saturday, October the 27th, when they travel to Belton to take on the number 2 nationally ranked Crusaders of Mary Hardin Baylor in Belton. Last Saturday, the Warhawks lost a close one at home before the homecoming crowd to Louisiana College, 35-23. The Warhawks scored on their opening possession and led at halftime, 17-14, but gave up 21 points in the fourth quarter and turned the ball over 3 times in the game, along with 4 quarterback sacks on their way to the loss. The Warhawks are now 2-5 on the year and 2-4 in conference play. Now moving on to the Hardin-Simmons Cowboys. They're back in town this weekend to face off against the Texas Lutheran Bulldogs, who are coming off a 28-21 victory over East Texas Baptist University. The Cowboys looked a little flat last week, but were able to do enough in all 3 phases of the game to come out with a 47-28 victory over Sul Ross State. HSU and Texas Lutheran University both come into this week's contest with a 4-1 conference record, both losing to conference leader Mary Hardin Baylor. The winner of this game will be in the driver's seat for an at-large bid to the NCAA Division III playoffs, and the loser will most likely be eliminated from playoff contention. Saturday's game will be a battle of wills Cowboys averaged 298 yards per game on the ground, which ranks 6th nationally, while the Bulldogs are just allowing 60.3 yards per game on the ground, which ranks 11th nationally. Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. Folks, this ought to be a good one. All right, and finally, they're still talking about, missed one here. Got to get back to Angelo State. Where'd they go? Have my pages stuck together. Please forgive me. All right, the Angelo State Rams dropped their homecoming game last week to West Texas A&M 26-18. The Rams outgained the Buffaloes 365-297, but were unable to capitalize on their drive, scoring just one offensive touchdown. A block punt and a safety were part of the Rams' undoing as well. Angelo State 3-4 on the year and 2-3 in conference now travel to Odessa tomorrow to take on the UT Permian Basin Falcons. The Falcons, in only their 3rd season of football for the program, have only 2 wins to their credit this year, but their quarterback, Taylor Knoll, is 2nd in the conference in passing with 277 yards per game, but has thrown 5 INTs. The game will be played at Grande Stadium in Midland, and kickoff is scheduled for 6 p.m. tomorrow. Now, finally, they're still talking about the big win last Saturday for the ACU Wildcats as they defeated the number 11 nationally ranked Nichols Colonels 28-12 in front of the wildly excited homecoming crowd at Wildcat Stadium here in Abilene. The win was the first for the program over a team ranked in the top 15 since it moved into Division I. The Wildcats return to the road this week as they travel to Hammond, Louisiana to take on the Southeastern Louisiana Lions. Almost said lambs. The Lions. The Lions are 3-2 in Southland's conference play, while the Wildcats come in at 2-3 in conference. The game features 2 of the top quarterbacks and defenses in the Southland Conference, with both teams at or near the top in all the major categories. They square off at 7 p.m. in Strawberry Stadium, with streaming offered on the Southland Digital Network. And that's a look at our college preview for this week, Dustin.
All right, William, thank you for that. And we'll be checking back in with you for post-game interviews out there at Shotwell Stadium for tonight's game between the Amarillo Caprock Longhorns and Cooper Cougars. The score, 21-6 for Cooper.
No, sir.
Oh, it's
21-12.
21-12. Well, it's still a bit of a lead. How much is left in the game?
8:13 to go in the fourth quarter.
8:13 to go in the fourth quarter. Well, we are going to pray. And I think we're going to go ahead very quickly and let me figure out where I am. We're going to take Justin Stone one more time, who is out in Clyde, where the Bulldogs are hosting the Early Longhorns. Justin.
Hey, Dustin. The score is Clyde Bulldogs 41, Early Longhorns 6. About 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game. Early has had no luck in trying to stop the Bulldogs. And I'll have post-game shortly.
All right, Justin, thanks for that. And, of course, you'll be letting us know when we're ready to go for that. Justin Stone on the Friday Night Football Show, the place in West Texas where you get the most live sideline reports focused on your teams right here in the Big Country and Concho Valley.
Broadcasting live high above West Texas.
Ding, ding, ding. What do we have for her, Johnny?
It's another KGNZ winner.
I can't thank you enough.
Good evening. It's the Friday Night Football Show on KGNZ. Who's this?
This is Joe Mack.
Joe Mack. Well, guess what?
What's that?
You caller number 3, brother.
Right on.
You are, and that means you're going to be taking a 2-night, well, at least 2 one-night stays at any Red Roof Inn, and that is at any of their hotels in America. Pretty awesome deal they're doing for KGNZ.
That's pretty awesome.
Joe Mack, what station is sending you on a vacation?
KGNZ.
It's another West Texas 6-man to 6A full score update, only on the Friday Night Football Show.
All right, we're going to check in your 6-man column. These are all either final or forfeitures. Aspermont 52, Rotan Yellow Hammers 6. That is final. Your Bront game was a forfeiture, as well as Blanket and Rising Star, because with a score of 1-0, I think that's usually what that means. Also, Lorain forfeited. or I'm not sure which. We just know that game was forfeited to somebody. We do have a score for Moran. Moran 46. This is a victory for the Bulldogs over Gustine, 46-24. Sean, why don't you take her 2A?
For the 2A, the Winter Blizzards is trailing behind the Stanford Bulldogs 35-22 in the fourth quarter. Bears versus Cross Plains Buffaloes. Cross Plains taking this lead 25-6 in the third quarter. Albany Lions crushed the Roscoe Plowboys 49-6 for your final. Haskell Indians lost bad to the Hamlin Pod Pipers 48-7 for your final. And the Christoph Cougars versus the Iron County Hornets. They lost bad. The Hornets 35-9 for your final score. And the Holly Bearcats are on a bye week. Dustin, to your 3A.
I'm sure that was a valiant effort by the Hornets tonight. 3A, Early Longhorns 6, Clyde 41 in the fourth quarter of play. We'll have post-game interviews with Justin Stone in just a few moments in that district game. Eastland facing Breckenridge tonight. Kevin, this is tied?
Yes, it is.
Tied at 41, Eastland and Breckenridge. Jim Ned 20, Wall 41 in the fourth quarter of play. Anson, fourth quarter of play, Tigers over the Coleman Blue Cats down in Coleman tonight. Anson leading 42-13. Bangs behind Merkel tonight, 22-38, fourth quarter. Cisco Lobos final, a shutout game over the San Angelo, Texas Leadership Charter Academy Eagles, 68-0. Ballinger, well, it's not a shutout yet, but it is in the fourth quarter over Great Creek, 46-0. Idalou falling to our Colorado City Wolves, 7-21 in Colorado City tonight. And Comanche shutting out Millsap. Final score, 28-0. Here's 4A.
And for your 4A, we got the Sweetwater Mustangs. They trailed over Pecos Eagles by 37-34 in your final. Greenwood Rangers stomped the Snyder Tigers 49-7 in your final. Graham Steers and Bridgeport Sissies 35-17 in your final. Brownwood Lions and San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs are on a bye week. Now to your 5A.
And I want to clarify on that Sweetwater score. Sweetwater is leading, or rather is a victory, 3-point victory over Pecos. Nice to see Sweetwater make a comeback and beat Pecos. They were a big rival when I was in high school, 37-34. And I'm a little bit saddened to see Snyder falling to Greenwood tonight. 5A, Amarillo Caprock Longhorns 12, Cooper 21, Wichita Falls Old 64 over Wiley 22, Abilene High 14, Haltom 28, Richland 28, and San Angelo 32. Here's Demon Hunter. All right, a couple of updates that we have that are breaking in the fourth quarter with around 5.5 minutes to go. Cooper Cougars 28, Caprock 12. The Merkel and Baines game is now final out in Merkel land tonight at 38 Merkel, Baines 22. And we do have a final score in Clyde Bulldogs 41, Early Longhorns 12. We'll be checking in with both of those for post games shortly. And of course, we want to thank our sponsor for the Friday Night Football show, travel expenses, and they are feeding our field reporters in each of these locations. We'll hear from those areas shortly as well. It's Dairy Queen, Richardson Dairy Queen Groups. If you're in the big country, odds are the Dairy Queen nearest you is a Richardson Dairy Queen. We'll be back in just a moment with your nightly news update with content from our friends at K-Texas News. Stay tuned.
Broadcasting his life-changing music all over West Texas. KGNZ 88.1, KLTP 90.9 San Angelo. Broadcasting his life-changing music worldwide at KGNZ.com.
Red Roof Inn is extending their radio listener discounts through the month of October. Red Roof Inn is offering discounted stays at any of their over 500 Red Roof Inns across America when you book using code VP #623409 at redroof.com or at 1-800-RED-ROOF. Only KGNZ listeners get a discount when using code VP #623409 for continuing to do what they already do. Listening to KGNZ.
At 10:02, I'm Dustin Tatro with your nightly news update on KGNZ. Local content from our exclusive local media partners at K-Texas News, getting the facts right and alerting you to weather danger. Well, we've got to admit there's been a lot of rain in our area and across the state of Texas recently. There we go. Governor Greg Abbott has added Taylor and 10 other counties in the Big Country to the state of Texas disaster declaration. Counties in the Big Country that are included in that updated disaster declaration include Brown County, Callahan, Coleman, Eastland, Haskell, Jones, Nolan, Shackelford, Stevens, Taylor, and Throckmorton's County. Says Governor Abbott, quote, "We will continue deploying state resources across all regions to make sure local officials have what they need to address these challenges as quickly as possible," said the governor. Of course, this is related to recent flooding from heavy and prolonged rains. Earlier today, county judges in Taylor and Jones County issued those disaster declarations. According to the United States Drought Monitor, a majority of the state of Texas was in a moderate and severe drought just 3 months ago. But now most of Texas is drought-free. In Abilene, the break in the steady rain on Thursday and the light amount of rain on Friday allowed the water levels at Lake Fort Phantom and Lake Abilene to stabilize. Emergency management officials here in Abilene continue to watch the rain, and K-Texas News was told that with the minimal amount of rain, flooding is not expected to be a major concern over the weekend. Lake Fort Phantom is approximately 2 feet above the spillway as of earlier this afternoon and is expected to go down. At Lake Abilene, conditions there are much better today than they were yesterday. Even though flooding is not expected to occur over the weekend, more rainfall in the forecast next week could have a risk for potential flooding, which is why the city of Abilene continues to monitor the situation. Abilene police have arrested a man they say stole numerous packages from homes. Jacob Knight Winters, who is 42, is charged with burglary of a habitation and possession of heroin. Police believe Winters is responsible for numerous package thefts and other burglaries in the Indian Wells and Dakota Springs subdivisions. Winters was spotted by numerous neighbors in his maroon SUV prowling those neighborhoods on numerous occasions. If you have any more information about his crime spree, call the Abilene Police Department at 673-8331 and ask for the fraud unit. And the old Shell station at the corner of South 14th and Barrow does have a future. It's moving a bit slowly, but an update to the Smoothie King franchise that K-Texas first brought you news on back in May. The owner now says that the new store is scheduled to open on December 30th. Even better news, the restaurant will have a drive-thru. This is the second time that a local franchisee has opened a Smoothie King in Abilene. There was a location on Cat Claw Drive open for a couple of years around 2010. And at 10:05, that has been your nightly news update here on KGNZ with local content from our exclusive media partners at K-Texas News. Getting the facts right and alerting you to weather danger. I am going to go ahead and move over to Shotwell Stadium and check in and see if William has an update for us right now.
You bet you, Dustin. We are getting after it out here at Shotwell. The Cooper Cougars have just taken over on downs. The Cooper defense, I'm telling you, they're playing lights out tonight, and they've really come on strong here in the fourth quarter. Now with 3:15 remaining in the game, Cooper leads 28-12 over the Caprock Longhorns. Caprock had a drive going and gotten into Cooper territory here with about 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, but a couple of sacks and some pushbacks and the quarterback scrambled, and pressure from the defense drove the ball all the way back into Caprock territory, and now Cooper has the ball and is moving toward the goal line with 3rd down and 3 to go from the Caprock 30-yard line. Looks like Cooper has this one well in hand with leading 28-12 here with just 2.5 minutes left to go and counting in this one. Dustin?
All right, William, thanks for that. We'll be checking in with you in just a few moments for our post-game interview from Shotwell Stadium with your Cooper Cougars. Looks like they're probably going to be able to pull this one off, and that makes me very happy. All right, coming in on telephone now, Justin Stone with post-game interviews out in Clyde. The final score, 41 for the Bulldogs, Early Longhorns 12. Justin, who you got to talk with us right now?
I got head coach, Mr. Scott Campbell, and number 8, Dylan Newman, the quarterback. Coach, what was your thought coming in this game?
Yeah, we early came in with a 4-2 record on the year and gave Eastman all they wanted last week, so they certainly had our kids' attention and respect. They were putting up 37 points a game, so we knew it would take a great effort here. But our kids did an excellent job of jumping out there early and just maintaining the lead.
Dylan, your thoughts on the game?
Well, we just kept the main thing all week, and just, didn't let the conditions of the rain and the cold bother us this week, and just focused on this game. We knew they were pretty good and explosive on offense, and we just kind of shut that down throughout the night and just hammered it on offense, and it all turned out good.
Y'all had an awesome game tonight. Y'all trying to keep them at bay, which y'all did a great job doing. There for a second, I thought they were going to come back, but they didn't. So, great game. And you need anything else, Dustin?
No, I think you're headed out to Baird, to Richardson Dairy Queen Baird for the open late after the game thing. We'll hear from you when you get out there. Thanks for those live interviews. Always great to hear from our relatively new Clyde head coach, Scott Campbell. Again, that final score, Clyde Bulldogs 41, Early 12, that being played in Clyde at Bulldog Stadium tonight. You guys ready?
Let's get ready to rumble!
It's time for the 10 o'clock hardest block. We've got music on the way. New stuff from Amongst the Giants. Too Late. Can't get enough of the guys, and it's about time we've got that new release. It's their debut album, Obscene. We've also got Fit for a King, and this is the band Hands. Enjoy. It's called Speak to Me, one of their earliest from 2008. It's the 10 o'clock hardest block right here on KGNZ at night.
Not yet to celebrate your life. And all your blessings, our bodies shaken. Let the sound of your voice. You call me out. You call me out. Now wake me up. Burning down dawn. Take my heart, I am yours. And I'll keep on singing. I am yours. You give me reason to live. And I give you reason to bury me. We come in numbers. Not one step better than the rest. Your time is running out.
band hands speak to me on the 10 o'clock hardest block. West Texas's place for Christian hard rock and metal. 10:13 on your football Friday night. I'm Dustin Tatro. This is week number 8 of the Friday Night Football Show. We are still waiting on our homecoming game with the Cooper Cougars to end, although I just spoke with William Mccorkle a few moments ago, and with about a minute and 30 left in the game, that may be over by now. They had just resumed possession of the ball. In fact, let's check in real quick. Is that still true? It may be over. William is not responding. I'll have to check in. He may be getting ready to go down post-game. But anyways, score 28-12. Cooper Cougars over the Amarillo Caprock Longhorns. We want to do another giveaway. We've got that second pair of one-night stays for any Red Roof Inn in America. Thank you to Red Roof Inn for blessing our KGNZ listeners. And let's get this one out of the way pretty quick. Let's see who's the fastest dial. I'll take caller number 2. 800-588-8801. You want a little mini vacation? Give us a call here at the Friday Night Football Show. 800-588-8801. It's going to caller number 2 right now as you listen to Amongst the Giants. Too Late, brand new off of their first album, Obscene.
It's another West Texas 6-man to 6A full score update, only on the Friday Night Football Show.
That's right, and we're going to lead off with your 6-man and 2A with Sean Hardesty.
The 6-man and 2A. On the 6-man, we got the Aspermont Hornets and the Rotan Yellowhammers, 52-6 for your final. The Falcons and the Longhorns are forfeit. Moran Bulldogs and the Dustin Tigers, 46-24 for your final. The Klondike Cookers and the Lorraine Bulldogs forfeit. Blanket Tigers and Rising Star, I would believe, is a forfeit, 1-0. Cardinals and Santa Ana Mountaineers, they're on bye weeks, as well as the Tigers and Gorillas are on bye weeks. The Hornets and the Woodson Cowboys are also on a bye week. For year 2A, we got the Winter Blizzards. They were defeated by the Stanford Bulldogs, 49-30 in your final. Bears got crushed by the Cross Plain Buffaloes, 25-6 for your final. Albany Lions and Roscoe Plowboys is 49-6 for your final. Haskell Indians and the Hamlin Pod Pipers, 48-7 for your final. The Kostrov Cougars and the Iron County Hornets, 35-9 in your final. For your Holly Bearcats, they are on a bye week. Now to your 3A with Dustin.
A lot of teams on bye weeks, and somebody school us on this. I always thought it was Christoval, and how are you saying it?
Christoval.
Christoval. All right, which one is it? Head over to our social media and teach us the errors of our ways. All right, here are your 3A, all games in our 3A column final. Early Longhorns 12, Clyde 41 in Clyde tonight. The Eastland Mavericks 44, Breckenridge 41, a 3-point victory for Eastland Mavs tonight. Jim Ned 27, they are falling tonight to the Wall Hawks. 27-41. Anson Tigers 42, Coleman Blue Cats 13. In Merkel 38, Bangs Dragons 22. A shutout game for Cisco over the Texas Leadership Charter Academy of San Angelo, 68-0. That's also true for Ballinger over Grape Creek tonight. The victory for Bearcats 46-0. Idalou 7 falling to our Colorado City Wolves, who's having a great year, 21-7. Comanche shutting out Millsap tonight, 28-0. And time for 4A.
And for your 4A, Sweetwater Mustangs versus the Pecos Eagles. They crushed the Pecos Eagles by 37-34 for your final. The Greenwood Rangers shut out the Tigers, 49-7 for your final. Graham Steers versus the Bridgeport Bulls, 35-17 for your final. Brownwood Lions and San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs are also on a bye week. Now over to your 5A.
5A, and we're going to be checking in with William Mccorkle any moment now. In fact, I think it's a good time to check in. He is waiting on the field at this time, trying to get post-game interviews with our Cougars. William, you got anybody yet?
Not yet. They're still huddled up in a team meeting right now, and the coach is already doing an interview with another media member, and it's Christoval is the way I pronounce it.
Christoval, okay. So
Yes.
not Christoval or Christoval, Christoval, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the way I say it.
You got to have somebody that's been around
I've been
here
in West
for a
Texas
while.
a long time.
All right.
All right, I'll have somebody here in just a minute.
right.
Give me 1 minute and come back.
All right, thanks, William. We'll check into you. Well, our senior sideline reporter, William Mccorkle, on the field at Shotwell Stadium. So 5A scores, the Caprock Longhorns falling tonight in a homecoming game for our Cooper Cougars, 28-12. Wichita Falls also taking our Wiley Bulldogs, 64-22 in Wiley tonight. 6A column, our Abilene High Eagles out of town tonight up in Haltom. That was sadly a victory for the Haltom Buffaloes tonight, 28-14. Richland Rebels falling by 4 points to the San Angelo Central Bobcats down in Angelo tonight. And that's been another one of our 6-man to 6A high school score updates here on week number 8 of the Friday Night Football Show. KGNZ Rock Time now 10:20 6:22, and we're moving on in our 10 o'clock hardest block to music from Vital Empire with Terrified. On the way, a little Fit for a King, and we'll be waiting to hear from William Mccorkle and get those sideline interviews post-game into the show live as soon as we have people available. All right, I'm Dustin Tatro. This is the 10 o'clock hardest block. All right, I've heard from William Mccorkle. We are ready for post-game interviews with your Cooper Cougars, their homecoming game. Our senior field reporter, William Mccorkle, standing by live on the field. Hey, William.
Hey, Dustin, I am here with Jaden Harms, junior linebacker for the Cooper Cougars. His defensive squad tonight has shut down the Caprock Longhorns here in Shotwell Stadium at homecoming for the Cooper Cougars. They took the game 28-12. Jaden, tell us a little bit about your defensive unit there. Speak about the game tonight.
Our defense unit is strong. We just know what to do. Everyone trusts each other. That's a big thing. Trust each other. You know that the dude behind you is going to fill whatever spot he needs to do. So that's a big part is trust. But we just played ourselves. We can't be anybody else but ourselves. So.
Well, Jaden, you had at least 2 sacks, I know, tonight, and one of those sacks coming right at the end of the first half. Caprock looked like they had something going, and Jaden busted through there and sacked them, and that half ended. Tell us what that felt like, bro.
I felt good just knowing that we had that momentum on our side, and that just we know that they're going in there, oh, we got to change all this up just to know where to block and everything. I know they were a little bit confused going in a half, but, hey, I'm not going to lie, that line blocked pretty good, though, but we got momentum change.
Well, your whole unit was responsive tonight. You guys have really stepped it up, and it looks like you're coming around right at the right time. The season's starting to peak a little bit. What's it feel like to give a homecoming crowd like this tonight a win?
Oh, it feels great. It feels amazing to give a homecoming crowd like this. I know that all the people that played in the past year are proud of us because they were the same spot as we were. So I know they're happy about it. And I'm happy. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of the Cooper Cougars.
You bet you ought to be. Now, what's your feelings going forward now? You getting here toward the end of the season, just a few games left. Like you said, you're going up to Lubbock next week. What are you looking for next week?
We're just looking for a good football team. Just got to do us, got to grind hard, practice, stay focused basically throughout the whole week. If we don't stay focused, it won't be the outcome we want. So we're gonna stay focused.
All right. Well, if you play anything like you played tonight, they better look out because Cooper Cougars are coming, buddy. All right. Thank you, Jaden. We appreciate your time. Dustin, I appreciate Mr. Jaden Harms, the junior linebacker for the Cooper Cougars. The defense was outstanding tonight. They were key in the game, shutting down the Caprock Longhorns. Wasn't able to let them get anything going tonight, and came out with a 28-12 victory here at homecoming in Shotwell Stadium. So I'm going to throw it back to you, Dustin.
What an exciting game, William, and great to see a victory for the Cooper Cougars. All right. I think you are headed to an Abilene Dairy Queen, if I'm not mistaken. We'll be checking in with you in just a few moments. And some of the other guys out at Richardson Dairy Queen restaurants in Snyder and Baird and Sweetwater tonight. But we're going to check in with Fit for a King. It's brand new music on KGNZ at night. It's called Youth Division. It's the 10 o'clock hardest block, your KGNZ and Friday night football show Rock Time, now 10:29. I'm Dustin Tatro with you. Good evening.
There's a place in the back of my head. I keep it dark, I know I'm in. There's a heart somewhere in my chest. Is there a beat? Does it exist?
I'm so haunted by who I used to be. A better version that I left behind. Wasting my innocence, seeing anger with my open eyes. Bring me back to a time where I didn't tear things down.
The Friday Night Football Show will be back after these words.
Howdy, folks. For almost 30 years, Lawrence Hall in Abilene has been serving the Abilene and Big Country area with a full line of products from Chevrolet, Buick, Cadillac, and GMC trucks, as well as providing an in-house customer service center to help with any questions. Lawrence Hall in Abilene has a complete selection of new model cars, trucks, and SUVs, along with certified pre-owned models, with a fully equipped service department, body shop, and factory-trained technicians. Lawrence Hall in Abilene provides service after the sale. Their website at www.lawrencehallofabilenetx.com lists sales and service specials too. Their phone number, 325-695-8800. That's 325-695-8800. That's Lawrence Hall in Abilene, a trusted KGNZ partner.
And we're live from KGNZ. I'm Sean Hardesty, and I gotta tell you, the lunch break today that we had, it was amazing. It was fun getting out there and dancing with the sign out there while Dustin was actually inside, actually doing some live stuff over the air with me. And the pledge drive, I gotta admit, the pledge drive, it meant a lot to me to be out there and to dance with the sign. It actually, each time we do this pledge drive, it touches my heart. Not only that, it brings back the memories of when my dad was dead with pancreatic cancer, when my dad was in hospice. This station had given me a voice, and I know it has given everybody else a voice, and I just want to say thank y'all for that. And also thank you for all the people that have donated to this pledge drive. We highly thank you for that one. Thank you to all the food sponsors, I gotta say. The Nico Zeros is one of them. I believe Chick-fil-A is another one. And I believe there's some others. Who's the others that I'm missing out, if I'm missing out any?
Of course, we had Nico's Greek Gyros today. That's where we were for that lunch bunch. Chick-fil-A this morning, and Domino's Pizza, Olive Garden. And those are the ones that helped us out today by feeding our Pledge Drive personnel here at the station. I lost my piece of paper here and don't remember the exact amount. I don't see what I did with it. Nope. I want to say we ended up with $13,000 and something dollars. So a little more than $10,000 left to go for that goal. And it's still possible to do that. You can go online anytime and do the donate button at the top of the page. And now, as you heard earlier, the Facebook donate button and Facebook fundraisers that you can do for our nonprofit ministry that is now officially recognized by Facebook, and you can do that and help support the ministries of KGNZ. Gary found my piece of paper, and I was wrong. We actually have pledged this year on our pledge drive so far, and we'll go ahead and take you tonight if you want to participate. $14,290 out of a $25,000 goal. That leaves $10,710 to raise. We heard from around 68 people for Pledge Drive this year. Coming up at the top of the hour, our final look at your full score update for week number 8 of the Friday Night Football Show. But for right now, our next look at your weather forecast. Tonight in Lubbock, partly cloudy skies with lows around 48 degrees. Winds out of the north at 5 to 10 miles an hour with I mentioned a low of 48 degrees. I lost my place. In San Angelo, 30% chance of showers, at least for the next hour or so. Cloudy skies with a low of 55 degrees. Also 55 tonight across much of the big country. Mostly cloudy and calm tonight with slight chance for light rain as we get deeper into your early morning hours on your Saturday. A beautiful, partly cloudy day in the works for Lubbock. Northeasterly breezes tomorrow for much of the Llano Estacado with highs in the mid-60s. Highs of 67 for San Angelo tomorrow. Another day with a little bit of rain in the forecast at around 30% chances. It's going to be an overcast Saturday in Lubbock. For Abilene, rather overcast. Northeasterly winds at 10 miles an hour with highs in the upper 60s. Your current temperatures holding at 58 degrees in the Concho Valley, 60 degrees and cloudy in Snyder, 57 in Graham, 59 in Lubbock, and 58 right now at the studios of KGNZ. We are looking at him sideways, but we are going to go ahead and check in with Melvin Settlemyre. Let's see. All right, there he is. And he is out at Dairy Queen. It's a Richardson Dairy Queen in Snyder, who is feeding, not just providing fuel money, but feeding our Friday Night Football Show reporters. Melvin, what's going on at Dairy Queen in Snyder?
Hey, Dustin, I'm here at Dairy Queen, live Richardson Dairy Queen here in Snyder. Got the whole crew here at the Dairy Queen. Joining us after the football game. Right there, hi. Thanks for taking care of us after the football game, giving us a meal on the way home. Make that ride a little better.
I'm pretty sure I hear a blizzard machine running out there.
You sure do. You know you always hear a blizzard machine at Dairy Queen. Tell us about that blizzard machine.
What are the featured blizzard flavors right now?
Say again, Dustin?
What are the featured flavor of the month for the blizzards? Or what is it?
Oh, like a professional right there. Snickerdoodle cookie dough.
Snickerdoodle cookie dough. It's been a while since I've been into a Dairy Queen. That actually sounds really good, and that sounds like a diabetic coma. But that's why they give you extra pills too. Melvin, thanks for checking in with them. Thanks, Dairy Queen in Snyder, another Richardson Group Dairy Queen, for taking care of our Friday Night Football Show crew this second season. Okay, we're moving into some music now. A little Lacey Sturm on the way with Impossible on KGNZ at night. As I said, we'll be checking in with some of the other guys shortly. We've got Manifest on the way and a final full score update coming up right here on the Friday Night Football Show.
I can't fly, but I keep finding myself soaring high above this. I have nothing left, but I keep on pouring out like I am endless. I don't run too fast, but I'm looking back and miles have passed.
My name is Jack Blakely, and this is Abilene's place for Christian rock and hip hop. KGNZ at night with Dustin Tatro.
Rising from the ashes, the clouds are rolling over and it won't be long. We won't stop till we win the war. We're gonna stand tall through the night. We're gonna get what we came here for. We're gonna find a way to fight. We're gonna find a way to fight. We're gonna find a way to fight. Now the world is burning. They say the tide is turning and we're almost home. War is not the answer, but sometimes it's the answer when it's all gone wrong. We won't stop till we win the war. We're gonna stand tall through the night. We're gonna get what we came here for. We're gonna find a way to fight. We're gonna find a way to fight. They're standing in our way, they holding us down. Been living in a cage, but we're getting out. Broken all the chains and survive the fall. They can try to take us out, but they can't take us out. 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 We're gonna find a way to fight.
Clayton's Monogramming is proud to support West Texas homegrown athletes and the Friday Night Football Show. Clayton's Monogramming, 218 West McCarg in Stamford.
Wasn't perfection that you wanted. It always added up to be your fault to your mistake.
to get this started. I just wanted to get this started.
It is the Friday Night Football Show. We are wrapping week number 8 right now at 10:51 on your Friday evening. Dustin Tatro in studio with you tonight with Sean Hardesty co-hosting, and Kevin Pyland is doing our scores over there. And you want to talk? You want to say something?
Well,
I haven't let you say anything yet.
Well, I do. I want to take a moment to personally apologize for a mistake that happened earlier. There was on the 4A, some of you may have heard the term.
Goodness, yes, we do need to acknowledge this, don't we?
The term sissies was mentioned. It turns out it was not Bridgeport sissies. Instead, it was the Bridgeport Bulls. So I wanted to apologize on behalf of KGNZ for having not noticed that, and I want to thank y'all for letting me do that.
And of course, Bridgeport is not in our listening area. It's a little bit northeast of our listening area, but we do want to acknowledge that unfortunate mistake. I would not want to hear that my football team in high school was the Andrews Sissies. I have an idea where that came from. There is a source we use to build out the spreadsheet. I build it myself before the season begins for each game, and I think that initial schedule, somebody was trying to be funny, and I was either tired or didn't know better. So we do want to make that correction and acknowledge the team as the Bridgeport Bulls, not the Bridgeport Sissies. And again, that score, well, they still lost to Graham. Graham 35, Bridgeport 17. Let's go ahead and do that final full score update while we're here, Sean, shall we? 6-man. These are the teams that actually played. Aspermont 52 over Rotan 6. Moran over Gustine, the Bulldogs 46, Gustine Tigers 24. The other games are all forfeitures. That's Bront, Lorain, and Blanket Rising Star. And so we don't know who forfeited to who. We just know those games were forfeit. Bye week for Hermley, Santa Ana, May, Blackwell, and Woodson. And Sean, why don't you lead on with the 2A?
And for your 2A is the Winter Blizzards. They lost to the Stanford Bulldogs 49-30 in your final. For your Bears, they lost to the Cross Plain Buffalo 25-6 in your final. Albany Lions and the Roscoe Plowboys squared off, and the Lions crushed the Plowboys 49-6 in the final. Hamlin Pod Pipers and the Haskell Indians, I gotta say, the Pod Pipers took the lead 48-7 for your final. The
Let's say it together. Cristobal
Cougars in the Iron County Hornets. I gotta say, Cristobal Cougars, they took the lead 35-9 in your final, with the Holly Bearcats on a bye week. And to your 3A.
3A in a game covered by Justin Stone out there tonight in Clyde. Clyde Bulldogs 41, Early Longhorns 12. We'll be checking in with him in Baird at the Dairy Queen in just a moment. Eastland 44, Breckenridge 41, Jim Ned 27. The Indians, well, it's Wall. And I'm disappointed in a Jim Ned loss this week, but Wall is always a formidable opponent. Wall Hawks 41, Jim Ned Indians 27. Ensign 42 over the Coleman Blue Cats down in Coleman tonight, 42-13. Bangs in Merkel. Merkel holding out on their home turf tonight. The Badgers 38, Bangs Dragons 22. Cisco 68, St. Angelo TLCA Eagles 0. Ballinger Bearcats 46, Grape Creek 0. Idalou 7 falling to Colorado City. The Wolves picking up 21 points over Idalou 7 tonight. And Comanche, the Indians, shutting out Millsap 28-0. Sean, how about some 4A?
All right, on to your 4A. We got the Sweetwater Mustangs squared off against the Pecos Eagles. They lost 37-34 in your final. The Greenwood Rangers crushed the Snyder Tigers 49-7 in the final. Graham Steers versus the Bridgeport Bulls. I gotta say, the Graham Steers took this one 35-17 in the final, with Brownwood Lions and San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs on a bye week. Now it's time for your 5A with Dustin.
I'll go ahead and pick up both 5A and 6A. Kevin, what are you watching a live video for? You're sitting across from me.
I thought the audio was done, so I turned it down.
Amarillo Caprock Longhorns 12. Cooper Cougars on their home turf at Shotwell for their homecoming game, 28-12 over Amarillo. Our Wiley Bulldogs falling another week. Wichita Falls Old High School Coyotes 64, Wiley 22 here in Abilene. Up in Haltom, another disappointing and sad loss, but we know our Eagles are going to bounce back. Abilene High Eagles 14, Haltom High School Buffaloes 28. St. Angelo Central in Angelo tonight, 32, pulling out a 4-point victory over the Richland Rebels from North Richland Hills. And that is our final 6-man to 6A score update. It's week number 8 of the Friday Night Football Show. All right. What's coming up next week in week 9? The season has flown by, hasn't it?
I tell you what, it has flown by, and it's been an amazing season so far.
Week number 9.
I can't wait to hear who's going to be going against each other in week number 9.
Hang on. Don't do that to me. There we go. All right. I'm getting a comment on, I'm doing a little behind the scenes on my personal page. My friend Roy Broussard from Eastland says that Eastland beat Breckenridge. This was another one of those like we heard from a team last week. A last-minute field goal by Eastland over Breckenridge in the final few seconds of the game. Roy, thanks for that clarification of that game out there in Eastland tonight. Okay, guys, week number 9, Abilene High at home, Weatherford Kangaroos.
The Kangaroos.
And that's what's going on at Shotwell for week number 9. Other featured games, we have Stanford and Hawley taking on the Bearcats. Snyder at Sweetwater. Now that one, that's a rivalry game, and I show that we've got Melvin covering that one. Cody will be in Jim Ned with Clyde. Another good game. I'm excited to see how that one comes out. And we may have a phoner from Wall at Eastland from my friend Cale Joyner if we can get him to do it. That's week number 9 of our featured games here on the Friday Night Football Show. We've got more stuff to give away next week. We're going to try to give away in just a minute our second pair of Red Roof night stays. We had somebody call, and before I actually do the contest, one caller when we did this earlier this hour, and I told her, well, you're not caller number 2, so try again in just a moment. And I told her before she hung up that there is no one else on the line, so why don't you go ahead and call us back and we'll make it official. She didn't call back. She could have won. So if that was you, before I announce the contest, which we'll do after the top of the hour, go ahead and give us a call back, and we'll let you have that, because I've got some Chick-fil-A to give away still as well. Coming up on 11 o'clock after the top of the hour, music from Skillet, and right now a little Seventh Day Slumber and a little bit of a 10 o'clock worship break on your Friday evening. I should read the good news, shouldn't I?
Yes, we forgot about the good news. I think you should
forgot
go ahead
it
and read
twice. It's Psalm 34, Porky Pig over here. Psalm 34, 8 through 10. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the one who takes refuge in him. Fear the Lord, you his holy people, for those who fear him lack nothing. The lions may grow weak and hungry. Sorry, I'm changing plans here. The lions may grow weak and hungry, but those who seek the Lord lack no good thing. We're going to change our worship break song. It's Beltway one more time with Oh Taste and See. It's a song based on that very scripture right here on KGNZ at night. We'll be back in 4 minutes with another hour of West Texas's best Christian rock, hip hop, and so much more. It's KGNZ, King's Good News Radio.
Taste and see that the Lord is good. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good to me. You turn my mourning into dance, put off my rags, clothe me with gladness, and I will arise and I will praise. I'll sing and not be silent. Oh,
Life-changing Christian music. KGNZ Abilene 88.1. KLTP 90.9 San Angelo. Broadcasting worldwide at KGNZ.com.
KGNZ would like to thank the Richardson Group Dairy Queen restaurants for their support of the Friday Night Football Show. You can locate the Dairy Queen nearest you by visiting richardsondq.com.
Target on my back, lone survivor last. They got me in the sights. No surrender, no trigger, fingers go. Living the dangerous life. Hey, 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 every day when I wake, I'm trying to get up, they're knocking me down. Hey, 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 when I need to be saved, you're making me strong, you're making me stand. Shot like a rocket up into the sky, nothing can stop me tonight. You make me feel invincible, earthquake powerful, just like a tidal wave. You make me brave, you're my titanium fight song, raising up like the roar of victory in a stadium. Who can touch me, 'cause I'm who can stop me tonight? You make me feel invincible. I feel it, invincible. I feel it, invincible. Here we go again, I will not give in. I've got a reason to fight. Every day we choose, we might win or lose. This is the dangerous life. Hey, 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 every day when I wake, they say that I'm gone, they say that they've won. Hey, 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 when I need to be saved, they're counting me out, but this is my round. Shot like a rocket up into the sky, nothing can stop me tonight. You make me feel invincible, earthquake powerful, just like a tidal wave. You make me brave, you're my titanium fight song, raising up like the roar of victory in a stadium. Who can touch me, 'cause I'm who can stop me tonight? You make me feel invincible. I feel it, invincible. I feel it, invincible. You make me feel invincible. You make me feel invincible. Shot like a rocket up into the sky, not gonna stop. Invincible. Feel invincible, earthquake powerful, just like a tidal wave. You make me brave, you're my titanium fight song, raising up like the roar of victory in a stadium. Feel invincible, earthquake powerful, just like a tidal wave. You make me brave, you're my titanium fight song, raising up like the roar of victory in a stadium. Who can touch me, 'cause I'm who can stop me tonight? You make me feel invincible. I feel it, invincible. I feel it, invincible.
I am Sean Hardesty with KGNZ at Night with Dustin Tatro. Right now, here is Cutlass to Know That You're Alive. Live.
Black night is closing in around you. The crippling fear moves in as they strap you down. Will you let a moment get the best of you? Or will the situation bring you around? When the blood stains dry, will it bring you around?
you to where you've been. These memories will remind you when life takes you out. Will it bring you around? When it's said and done, will it bring you around? What will you become? Right now you're bruised and bleeding. I see the hurt within your eyes. I know your pain is for a reason. You need to feel just to know that you're alive. Right now you're bruised and bleeding. I see the hurt within your eyes. I know your pain is for a reason. You need to feel just to know that you're alive. Right now you're bruised and bleeding. I see the hurt within your eyes. I know your pain is for a reason. You need to feel just to know that you're alive. Right now you're bruised and bleeding. I see the hurt within your eyes. I know your pain is for a reason. You need to feel just to know that you're alive. I was running with the set, yeah. Running with the set, yeah. Yeah. We don't never flex, we just rep. Hear me? No. What did you expect? I don't need respect, I'm the threat. Tell them I'm so free, I got no chains on me. I'm so free, I got no chains on me. Nappy head, no shame on me. I'm so free, I got no chains on me. I'm so free, I got no chains on me. I'm so free, I got no chains on me. I'm so free, I got no chains on me. I'm so free, I got no chip running through the ay. Right back where I started with it. Ay. I've been known since college with it. Ay. They hit the club, I hit religion. Ay. Jesus, I'll admit it. Ay. I just give them living rest. Ay. You just give them Insta snaps. Ay. Do we need another post? Ay. You insecure, you do the most.
On my side, we revive God through the Wi-Fi. T'Challa partner never colonized, round the high fives for the top God made us dangerous. Ain't to bust flame with us, every idol bring to us gangs of us trained to trust a name that's bloodstained on us, Christ gained on us.
I was running with the say, yeah. Running through a tray, yeah. Real flex, we invest, hear me, yeah. This is what you get, yeah. I don't need respect, I'm the threat. Tell them I'm so free, I got no chains on me. I'm so free, I got no chains on me. Nappy head, no shame on me. I'm so free, I got no chains on me. Hear me? I'm so free, I got no chains. Look at my neck, boy, no chains. No shame. Rapper. Yeah, come get your opinion, they don't matter. Money or the faith, I chose a ladder. Ooh, I can see him trying to keep us on the outside now. We pull up and watch them scatter back. Running through the wall. Heaven got a playlist. I promise that's my favorite place, man. Faithful over famous. Yeah, faithful over famous. New rappers that sure to blow, really drug addicts with a studio. You gotta pop pills on the usual, then that paradise ain't really cool to yo. If your world is really that flame, then why you always high trying to escape? Grand flex and that's too fake, and them money phones really money loans, and that real life is you coming home. Empty house in the heart of stone. Bad chick, super savage, cause for a bigger bag, she moving on. Oh yeah, you making moves, but these folks don't really love you. Industry only love dudes that they can use, don't get confused. Interviews that don't tiptoe, go and take them my info. His glory, that's simple. Riding around with that tempo, that's liberal, that's conservative, that's charismatic and reformed too. My wife
life happy and Jesus love me, ain't nothing left to conform to. I was running with the set, running with the set, we don't never flex, we just rep, hear me.
I'm Jose Hernandez from Haskell. Here's another 6-man score update on Friday Night Football Show.
I'm Carson Hart, outside linebacker for Stanford Bulldogs. Here's another round of 2-0 scores.
Nappy head, no shame on me. I'm so free, I got no chains on me.
You're listening to the Friday Night Football Show, only on KGNZ.
Dream I was giving up. I had a hole in my side. A shallow grave would be just enough to bury me in my pride. I'm down, but I'm not out. I'm down, don't count me out. Recognize my own face. I'd burn it all and just walk away for a moment of grace. I'm down.
I may be down, but I'm not out. Love the almost in that block. Skillet, Cutlass, KB with no chains. And we've got DC talk on the way. It's been a while since we've had some Jesus freak here. I'm a Jesus freak. Are you?
I know I'm a Jesus freak.
Well, and Kevin is doubtful. How can you be doubtful about that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Freak.
You got to be proud.
You got to be proud. Say it loud that you're a Jesus freak. Man.
Oh, so I got to be proud to be a Jesus freak.
There
Okay, now I get the picture
thing.
now.
We may be ridiculed, but we're on the winning team. Kevin, since we've got you on, it's time for a final look, if I can leave my microphone on long enough, a final look at our good news for tonight. We're in Psalm 34.
Yes, we are, verses 8 through 10, and it reads as follows. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the one who takes refuge in him. Fear the Lord, you his holy people, for those who fear him lack nothing. The lions may grow weak and hungry, but those who seek the Lord lack no good thing. And that's been a look at your good news. Now back to Dustin.
All right. As we said, a little DC talk. Jesus Freak. From 1995. I wasn't even 10 years old yet. Probably had no clue what it means to be a Jesus freak. Well, what does it mean to you? Hit us up on social media, our Twitter handle, KGNZ at Night, or send us a message or a comment on our Facebook page, KGNZ at Night with Dustin Tatro, and let us know what it means to you to be a Jesus freak, or call us at 800-588-8801.
not just my mouth, but let my hands speak the glory of God. Not just my mouth, but let my hands speak the glory of God. Not just my mouth, but let my hands speak the glory of God. Not just my mouth, but let my hands speak the glory of God. Till the day I die, with my heart, with my soul. Till the day I die, I'll be radical. With my blood, with my bones. Till the day I die, I'll be radical. To my friends, to my foes. Till the day I die, I'll be radical. With my heart, with my soul. Till the day I die, I'll be radical.
And I hope that message was not lost on you. Till the day I die, I'm going to be a radical. And there's a prayer in the middle of that, the bridge of the song, not just my mouth, not the hollow words that I can spew out as hot air and say, Sean, I love you, brother, and never show it. Not just my mouth, but let my hands speak the glory of God. If it's in your heart, you're going to want to do something about it. We want to give a shout out to a KGNZ friend that commented on our live video that was cross-posted to our main KGNZ radio page tonight. Linda Gomez, who says, I live out here in the big city of Sylvester, Texas. I love listening to KGNZ every day, all day. Well, it's nice to know there's at least one person out there that listens to the radio station, Linda. It means a lot that you would even want to share that with us. We appreciate all of your prayers and support as we view this as a family. We view this as a faith community, and that means we're all in this boat together, aren't we? As Pledgedrive is over, that doesn't mean that the giving stops. Where'd the sheet go? Here it is. Pledgedrive Fall 2018. That's our operational budget pledge drive that we have every spring and every fall about this time. Total pledged, and this was significant because most of this came in today on our final. We only do 3 days, and we don't play a song and talk for 5 minutes, and then might play another song. We involved testimonies, and some of them were very powerful to hear. We raised $14,290 from around 68 people. That doesn't include all of those that gave us cash at our meal remotes at, let's see, El Aguila, who posted a little while ago and said how much they enjoyed having us for breakfast bunch Wednesday morning at their new restaurant on North Judge Ely. We were at Chick-fil-A Abilene South yesterday for lunch and this morning for breakfast, and then for lunch today at Nico's Greek Gyros and Subs, Rebecca Lane and Ridgemont. Great to see all of these people step up and want to help KGNZ, and I think we raised around $220 from all of those, just from people handing us cash while we were out there broadcasting live in the community, and that means a lot to me also. You can still head over to KGNZ.com, click the donate button, or for probably more of our rock show crowd, the new donate button on our Facebook pages, both of them, is probably more up to your speed of just being able to click on there. You probably participated in fundraisers on Facebook already. Know that as an approved Facebook 501c3 nonprofit, we get all of that money directly with no fees taken out of it at all. It's a great opportunity to very quickly help support your and West Texas's local Christian music station, including West Texas's Christian rock, hip hop, hard rock, metal, and so much more. Donate on KGNZ's Facebook page. Your weather is on the way.
AutoAid is a full-service garage, teaching and equipping you with skills to know how to work on your own vehicle, with access to the use of their tools and lifts to help you complete your automotive repairs. AutoAid also provides full-service repairs for your vehicle as well. AutoAid is located at 1001 Chestnut Street in Abilene. Shop times Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. AutoAid's number is 325-518-4628. Their web address is www.auto-aid.com. Thanks for supporting KGNZ.
During September, Red Roof Inn is offering discounted stays at any of their over 500 Red Roof Inns across America when you book your stay using code VP #623409 at redroof.com or at 1-800-RED-ROOF. Only KGNZ listeners get a discount when using code VP #623-409 or doing something they already do, listening to KGNZ.
It is time for our final look at your weather forecast on this Football Friday night. KGNZ Rock Time and Friday Night Football Show time, 11:32. Across West Texas tonight, partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies, and Lubbock is going to be pretty dry, not really any chance of rain. Overnight lows around 48 degrees. It's going to be a calm night across West Texas, I should add that. A 30% chance of showers, at least for the next about hour and a half for San Angelo. Cloudy skies tonight. Lows for San Angelo and Abilene, 55 degrees. Only a slight chance for some light rain across much of the big country. On your Saturday, a beautiful partly cloudy day for Lubbock tomorrow. Northeasterly winds with a high in the mid-60s. We'll be around 67 in the Concho Valley. Another Saturday with rain in the forecast. Only at around 30% though, although it's going to be an overcast day for much of the San Angelo area. And across the big country, also rather overcast on your Saturday. Northeasterly winds at 10 miles an hour with a high in the upper 60s. Your current temperatures 58 degrees in San Angelo, 59 in Snyder, 56 in Graham, 57 in Lubbock, and 58 right now at the studios of KGNZ. Those current temperatures holding pretty steady. We don't have much further to drop tonight. All right, how about some Show Baraka? Higher Love on KGNZ at night.
Hey, yo, Bobby telling, man, every now and then I go to Egypt, dog, and I see some cats I used to run with, and they come up to me, man, they be like, yo, Show, man, let's get back to some dirt. And I be like, hold up, pump your brakes, you're doing 90 to 30. And I'm like, look, I can't do that no more. And them cats be like, why? I gotta articulate real well to them, man. I just like, yo, man, Christ died for my sins, I love the Lord, I got a spirit in me. And to sum it all up, man, it's because I'm in love. And they like, you in love with who? I'm like, with a high love. The most high God, man, I am that I am. Jehovah, I'm in love with him. You wanna know more, man, I can explain it to you. Sit back and let me tell you about this marvelous God that I'm in love with. You've been aching for a while. It's something to make you smile. We reppin' them proud as the world's looking around for a... Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. I'm in love with the captain of the ship. When the waves get to rockin' the boat, we walk on water like he taught us to float. I got these scriptures to quote, and when it seems like your boy can't cope, I got a team tight like 3-strand rope. It ain't easily broke. The mountain in front may seem unclimbable, but after his work on the cross, it would seem irresponsible if we threw in the towel because of life's small obstacles. Yeah, we know a God who makes the unlikely possible. This phenomenal love and holiness ain't optional, so the world looks at us like we're so illogical. Keep our faith in the word to be a godly influence. If you really want to know, here's the reason why I do this. Sing it. Yeah, I mean, that's just a little bit, man. Hopefully that helped you out and gave you a better perspective. But I'm saying he sacrificed so much for us, so that when I came into an encounter with his love, I had to change. So if you got about 2 more minutes, man, I can explain a little bit more in depth on why I'm so in love with this high love, you know what I mean? Don't get it twisted. Okay. It's the one true God, you know what I mean? Yeah. He vacated heaven to take the form of a man. If you love the Lord, throw up your hands and sing it with me. Sing. And sing it with me. I'm in love with the Lion of you to not myself, Muhammad, Krishna, and Buddha. He gotta save a word, it's like a computer. Now I excel, cause my idea of love, it came in the form of a bottle, or the form of a model, or the thugs that I follow. Now I walk in the spirit, I exalt it with lyrics. This the music of life, I pray that you hear it. I got a listener's ear, it ain't nothing but worshipers here. We walk the valley of death with nothing to fear. I got the love of God, it ain't nothing but love for my squad. It's real community, it ain't a facade. Actions reflecting His grace. We stay humble when we seek in His face. You may hear this when we step into place. Like I've been saying, man, I'm a new person, man. I'm a new creature. I'm no longer in love with the things I used to do, man. Now I love the things that God loves. You know what I'm saying? I see you doing your thing. You got a lot of money. You got the girls following you and everything. All that's vanity, man. All that stuff's gonna pass away, dog. You can't take it with you when you die. I used to be in love with the things of this world too, man, but it did me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you how. B. Taylor dropped the beat. I've been burned by the world, and it showed no sympathy. I will give my all, and it stripped me of my dignity. Stripped me of my reason, my morals, and my temper. Stripped me of everything. I was in love with a stripper. Now I love my physician. He's a true life giver. I was dying, so the doctor gave me his liver in the form of his son, with his arms spread wide, ready to receive any girl, boy, lady, or guy. No matter their age, I find more people try to find real love in some girl or guy. But love is sacrificial, love is an action. Love ain't fleeting, love is everlasting. Love our enemy, love our neighbor. Love to imitate Christ, yeah, cause He's our Savior. To cast out all fear, cause love is our job. Love is eternal, love is our God.
Show Baraka, Higher Love on KGNZ at 9. How about a little brand new music from Byron Juan with No Big Deal? It's Attention. We've got the new one from Gold, Frankincense, and more up next.
Get this cooking in an instant. Yeah, they call, yeah, they want all my attention. If you don't get the whole picture, take a candy. Young little hit it, sticking to the vision. I got this ice on my chain, dirt on my name. Rose from the thorns, rhyme growing through the game. 44 when I spray, juggle with the clip. I can't put my pride aside, I'm never getting hip. I'm never going over night. I got that ultra light. Y'all creep like poltergeist. My God, we ghost to life. Man, I'm so ocean-like. I take a swim in all the sauce. Ain't no cap, get it twisted, pop it off. Ooh. All the team get the wins and the rings, though. All this drip falling off, need a raincoat. Mama said, make the goal, what you aim for? You don't run from the foe, shooting range close. Ayy, and that's word on my life. Don't you come and try to mess up my night. Ayy, I've been scheming, got a plan and device. You know I'm free, I had to cut off some ties. I'ma get this cooking in an instant. Yeah, they call, yeah, they want all my attention. If you don't get the whole picture, take a candy. Young little hit it, sticking to the vision. I'ma get this cooking in an instant. Yeah, they call, yeah, they want all my attention. If you don't get the whole picture, take a candy. Young little hit it, sticking to the vision.
Yeah. Honor God with my entourage. Indie Tribe LLC, and I'm Michael Scott. Pint of holy water, you could call it Voss. Center stage in Atlanta, watch me lean and rock. I might have a couple exes wanna see me drop. If I die, I'm a legend, I don't see the prob. If I die, I'm in heaven, I'ma be with God. In the sky with the 12, I don't mean the law. Yeah, please approach the tribe with some caution. Yeah, all my homies top 10 and not 10. Yeah, little baby run a business, call her Pepper Potts. Or I might call her Mary, cause she poppin'. Yeah, she poppin', yeah. Almonds in my coffee, yeah. Earring like I'm Jordan Borden, I want you like Rodman, yeah. Death is just a comma, I be calm off in my coffin, yeah. Pillow in my casket, I'm a zombie with a calling, yeah.
I'ma get this cooking in an instant. Yeah, they call, yeah, they want all my attention. If you don't get the whole picture, take a candy. Young little hit it, sticking to the vision. I'ma get this cooking in an instant. Yeah, they call, yeah, they want all my attention. If you don't get the whole picture, take a candy. Young little hit it, sticking to the vision.
has my soul wearing thin. It left behind a wreck of memories, these marks on my skin. You're not alone in the story. We all have scars on our bodies. No, I will not run, and I won't give up, 'cause I know that I am strong enough. Now I take back my life, and I will survive. You'll never take what's on the inside. What's on the inside? What's on the inside? No, I will not run, and I won't give up, 'cause I know that I am strong enough. Now I take back my life, and I will survive. You'll never take what's on the inside. What's on the inside? I will not fight what's on the inside. What's on the inside? I will not fight what's on the inside.
I think we caught it on video a little while ago when I said, I'm going to go get some water, and got up and started walking with my headphones around my neck. Huh?
I actually think we did.
That will be funny to check out in just a little while and see if we can find that. I don't think we're going to post that publicly on our main pages. Oh, I know what I was going to do. We're going to head over to the community calendar and see what's going on over the weekend. The Big Tent. Oh, wait, that's next weekend. Okay. God's Not Dead 3. It's a movie night at the May Community Center. This is tomorrow night at 6:30. No cost. Donations are accepted to keep the ministry at the community center there. May is a community in Brown County between Early and Rising Star on Highway 183. And they're showing the movie God's Not Dead 3. Everybody can come. If you're sending kids, please make sure that a parent or guardian, a responsible person, that would not be me, is in attendance. It is the final Salt Branch Cowboy Church play day of the season. 5 different roping and riding events. $2 to register. I don't know why that's there. $2 to register in each event. Sign up at, I think I saw 5 o'clock. I'm going to have to expand this out. They're at 1434 Wimberley Road, just outside of Merkel. And again, these great Cowboy Church Playday evenings. I guess I didn't get to make one this season because they're a lot of fun. It's great fellowship. Everyone's welcome to come out to compete or just watch, whether you go to a Cowboy Church or not. Riding begins at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Registration at 6 o'clock. That's going on in the Salt Branch Cowboy Church. I think I saw that the fire truck pull for the Special Olympics of Texas, the one that's based right here in Abilene, is still going on according to plan. As a first responder, I am on the Metro Care team, and we're going to try to be pulling a fire truck. I think we won it one year and got like third place, or missed it by just a hair last year. It's timed like 50 feet to pull a fire truck with a rope.
That sounds fun.
Last year, they added civilian teams, and so there were a bunch of the local gyms that got involved with this. It's a great fundraiser for Special Olympics. That's going on at Texas Roadhouse, and I saw on their Facebook page it is still going on, and it's going to start, at least the first pull, at 8:45 if you were just going to come by and watch. And I don't know if you can still register a team or not. Their teams of 12. I think that it's $25 a person roughly, so $300 donation per team. That's less than it was to go over the edge, but I know I'd do that again. Maybe next year. Not today. What else do we have going on? The Discovery Center of Abilene is doing International Creation Day. They're celebrating that at the Discovery Center, which is just south of the radio station here on Butternut Street. That's going on 10 until 4 o'clock tomorrow. Donations accepted. They're going to have games, food, and expert speakers. Oh, wow. Including this, Apollo astronaut General Charles Duke.
I'll be there.
That might be worth going to find out. They have two of these events in the calendar. Let me open the other one and see when General Duke will be speaking. While that's loading, I'll remind you also tomorrow night at Aldersgate on Sales Boulevard across from McMurray, Chorus Abilene and the Abilene Chamber Singers, our local semi-professional choral ensemble, is doing a concert featuring the Schubert Mass in G. If you've never heard it, you need to, because it'll just reinforce your faith. It's one of those pieces. It's a standard. Go hear it. 7 o'clock tomorrow night, Aldersgate United Methodist Church. It's a fundraiser for Chorus Abilene. $15 for adults, $10 for senior citizens, students, as well as members of the military service. It's 7 o'clock at Aldersgate tomorrow. Okay, let's see what this other event said. I don't know about all of these creation, but it's General Duke flew on Apollo 16, and it doesn't say what time he is supposed to speak. It is by video conference, a special video message for the day. General Charles Duke from the Apollo 16 mission speaking at the celebration of International Creation Day at the Discovery Center tomorrow between 10 and 4 o'clock. Here are some of the activities: live animals, face painting, bouncy house. You need your face painted.
Yeah, I'm going to get the KGNZ logo face painted on me.
That was a joke. Oh my goodness, you took me seriously. Pottery demonstrations, food trucks, and fossil digs. Maybe you'll find the next dinosaur. More information, you can call 673-5050 or just go by the Discovery Center. That is just down the street on the same side of Butternut that the radio station is on. What is that? Probably around 8th or 9th, somewhere down there.
I think around 8th or 9th, somewhere around there.
It's not that far from here. All right. Lots more community events you can find on the community calendar at kgnz.com/events. Also, the donate link. And don't forget about all of the fundraising options, including a donate button that you can share on both of our Facebook pages, KGNZ Radio and then KGNZ at Night with Dustin Tatro. Both of those go to the same place with no fees taken out. It's a wonderful thing. You love what Facebook is doing for nonprofits.
Gotta love Facebook for nonprofits.
Now, if they would quit shutting down the Facebook arm of our live simulcast, that would be even better.
That would, because we got a lot of Facebook viewers that want to see our live simulcast.
There are people that join in with us, and that is the only way they do it.
Maybe we should start putting "do not own the rights of the copyright."
I've got a disclaimer on there. I actually have on there. It says KGNZ is a bona fide broadcast radio station licensed for full carriage of this music over the air and online. And they still take it down. But what else can you do? The protest on the way now with We Stalk the Streets at Night. It's KGNZ.
running through the floor, and there's no place to hide. And no one will hear my screams, They will not, 'cause all let them get to me willingly. Injected, infected, I can feel it in my blood now. It's running through my veins, just like an age-old sickness that's causing me to change. Soon you'll find that there's no safe place to hide. We're always searching for victims. We stalk the streets at night. You can barricade your doors, but be rest assured we'll be back for more. 'Cause we won't stop until your fate is sealed. This nightmare is real. Don't try to run away. You cannot. 'Cause we are here to stay. Decaying, but we're changing. I can feel it in my blood now. It's running through my veins, just like an age-old sickness that's causing me to change. Soon you'll find that there's no safe place to hide. We're always searching for victims. We stalk the streets at night. I can feel it in my blood now. It's running through my veins, just like an age-old sickness that's causing me to change. Soon you'll find that there's no safe place to hide. We're always searching for victims. We stalk the streets at night. We stalk the streets at night.
We stalk the streets at night. That's right. We do. I'm Dustin Tatro. It's the protest. It's been week number 8 of the Friday Night Football Show. We'll see you Monday night at 9 for the harder side of life-changing music. Thank you to all of our field sideline reporters, our senior field reporter, William Mccorkle, Cody Warden, Justin Stone, Melvin Settlemyre, and then our in-studio help for tonight, Sean Hardesty and Kevin Pyland, as well as Dairy Queen, Lawrence Hall Chevrolet of Abilene, Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, and plenty of other sponsors, volunteers, and people working behind the scenes to make all of this happen. All right. Remember, you are loved, you matter, and you've got a responsibility to get out there and love someone else. If you're working this weekend, make it productive. If you should be working, like on homework or on projects, I hope that you have the motivation to do that and to be productive. And if you should be resting, like I hopefully will be, I hope that it's a great weekend of peace and refreshment for you. We'll see you Monday night. Love you. Good night. We're leaving you with the latest from Aaron Cole and Caleb Cruz. It's your hands as we end this work week on KGNZ at night. Love you. See you later.
It's just in your hands. Yeah. I done all I can. Yeah. Sticking to the plan. Yeah. So I'm running on the beat for a stump. Yeah. Watch me do my dance. Yeah. It's just in your hands. Yeah. I done all I can. Yeah. So I'm running on the beat for a stump. Yeah. Hey, y'all I'm right on time already. Told y'all once. Problems want attention, I don't give them much. You can tell my worries that I'm signing off. Really tell me why I should carry it off. Cause I put it in your hands and that's a layup. Yeah, casting all my cares, yeah, you can take them. Yeah, married to your will, I'm feeling jaded.
Did it before, do it again. Ain't got no worries, I can pretend. Yeah, yeah, ay. Yeah, I'm feeling happy. Yeah, yeah, very, very happy. I hear them talking, yeah, they chatty. Yeah, but it don't face a thing, cause I know that it's just in your hands. Yeah, yeah.